Hey, I'd like to talk briefly about something that I go into great detail at my online subscription courses, The Fine Art of Songwriting at steveleslie.com. More about that in just a second. But this is just a small bit of a soon-to-be masterclass on what I'm calling as chords as adjectives. Chords as adjectives. It came to me one day, quite a long time ago, when a student of mine was listening to me play and hearing some songs and said, "Mr. Leslie, you choose chords like poets choose words." And I thought, boy, that's right. And so, chords are these little feeling machines, aren't they? So much energy in these chords, and they can add to the lyric. They can subtract from the lyric if it's maybe not the right choice. But chords as adjectives, adjectives modify nouns. So if the lyric and the melody is considered sort of the noun, then maybe the rhythm is the verb, then the chords that you choose are going to be the adjectives that modify what's being said. And so I've thought about this a bit, and I've thought that maybe these chords or chords in general can modify lyrics and, of course, the accompanying melody, because they are one and the same, right? They're linked. So chords can modify meaning, lyric, in three ways. They can support the meaning of the lyric. They can supply the meaning of the lyric if there's no meaning there. And they can work against the meaning of the lyric to produce irony. Fascinating. So chords can support the meaning of the lyric. And in my song Second Wind, I think that's a really good example where the chord supports the meaning of the lyric. And right at the chorus, till I catch my second wind, get back up and gain control again, find the strength I lost back when you stopped loving me. Till I catch my second wind, get back up and gain control again. That little sequence right there is how he's feeling. That chord is looking to gain control. That half diminished chord is unstable, like the lyric, like the guy in the song. So it's supporting the meaning of the lyric. Till I gain control again. That dissonance, that pull to find the strength I lost back when. Now we're back in more of that sort of resolved or more resolved area. So chords supporting the meaning of the lyric. How can chords supply the meaning of the lyric? This is a great example. Richie McDonald of Lone Star wrote "I'm Already There," which was a huge song, and this was actually pointed out to me by another student when we were talking about this chords as adjective idea. She came up with a great example from this song, and let's see. He called her from the road, from a lonely, cold hotel room, just to hear her say, "I love you," one more time. Right? He called her from the road, right here, from a lonely, cold hotel room. Lonely and cold. That chord, that minor chord, lonely, cold hotel room. Right? We would have all probably chosen that minor chord there. But Richie does something just great after that. So he called her from the road, from a lonely, cold hotel room, just to hear her say, "I love you," one more time. And when he heard the sound of the kids laughing in the background, he didn't go here. Kids laughing in the background, which he did before, right? And maybe a lot of us would have done that since we did it 8 bars earlier, but that's not the feeling, that's not the sound, it's not the emotion of kids laughing in the background, maybe kids crying in the background, kids laughing in the background. So he rooted around until he found a substitute for that chord, which we get way into at my website as well, and a substitution for one chord for another chord is they have to have at least one, most of the time at least 2 or 3 notes in common, you can substitute one for the other, right? So what did he do? And when he heard the sound of the kids laughing in the background, major 9 chord. Hey daddy, what you doing, daddy? Miss you, daddy. Hey, wish you were coming home, daddy. When you coming home, daddy? It's magic. That's when the goosebumps raise up on your arm. And when he called her from the road, from a lonely, cold hotel room, definitely, just to hear her say, I love you one more time. And when he heard the sound of the kids laughing in the background, he had this something in his mind. I'm already there. Take a look around. Yeah, great example. And chords can work against the meaning of the lyric to produce irony. And a simple example of that would be happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear whatever, happy birthday to you. It's ironic, right? Happy birthday, minor chord. Randy Newman built a career around those sort of ironic choices. So, isn't that cool? Chords as adjectives. Adjectives modify nouns. Chords modify lyrics. They can support the meaning of the lyric. Till I catch my second wind, get back up and gain control again. They can supply the meaning of the lyric. Called her from the road, from a lonely, cold hotel room, just to hear her say, I love you one more time. And when he heard the sound of the kids laughing in the background, see, it's supplying the meaning, the adjective. The kids are laughing in the background, but they're laughing like this. Laughing in the background, gaily and magically, and they're not laughing sort of, ironically, or they're laughing out of pain, or they're laughing to hide some fate. No, they're just laughing. This sounds like they're laughing. It's an adjective for laughing. It supports that melody and that lyric. And they work against the meaning of the lyric that can produce irony. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear, insert name here. Happy birthday to you, to you. Says something different. To you. So, interesting. So if you want to learn more about chords as adjectives, I go way into this stuff. I'll give you examples of substitutions and lots of examples of substitutions at my website, steveleslie.com, The Fine Art of Songwriting, and you can get there by clicking on the link in the post. All right.